What's up, my friends? John Baruti here from Baruti Success. Today we're talking about, so you're wondering when and if you should sell your business. Let's get into it. All right, my friends. So you want to know, should I sell my business? If and when should I sell my business? That's what we're here to talk about. Let's get into it. Okay, so the first question, if. This is a very, very personal question. This is something that only you can answer, Bob, right? I see you back there, Steve. I see you. These are questions that you have to internally look into yourself and say, should I sell my business? Only you can answer this. How are you going to answer this? I'm going to tell you, right? So in my mind, for me, I had no choice. I had to sell my businesses. And the reason I had to was because I was diagnosed with cancer. They told me I did not have long to live. I get it. I got to put my affairs in order, they told me. I get it. So my decision was fairly easy. I don't want to leave my family with the burden of all the businesses and the properties. I don't want to do that. I am off to the races. I am selling. Easy peasy for me. For you, I'm hoping you're not going through a catastrophic decision like I had to. I hope you're going through a life-changing decision. You're like, okay, I'm healthy. I have nothing going on bad with me. But you know what? I don't know if I still want to do this. Great. Let's sit down. Let's do the pros and cons. Write it down, Sally. Write it down, right?
Don't just, should I? Shouldn't I?
Write it down. This needs to be a big decision. You do not want to walk into a closing table with an attorney on the other side and say, yeah, I don't want to sell. I rethought it. Not good. No. Don't do that to the other party. Don't do that to yourself. Come up with a decision. It is one of the most important things you could do. Be decisive. Write it down. Pros of selling a business. Cons of selling a business. Talk to your wife. Talk to your husband. Talk to your kids. Have everybody give you feedback. Talk to your professionals. Well, George, yeah, you could sell your business. You're going to have to pay this amount of tax. Do you still want to sell it? Yeah, maybe not. These are decisions you have to make. These are decisions you have to make, okay? So before we go on to the next step of when, we have to decide if. Let's assume you've sat down, you've written down your yeses, you've written down your nos, you've written down your pros, you've written down your cons, and you're looking at this. You've had your wife or husband's input, your kids' inputs, and you say to yourself, George, yes, I want to sell. I think this is a great time. I think this is perfect. I've outgrown my business. My business has outgrown me. I think somebody else running it can do a much better job. I can go and buy another business and do a better job over here. I'm ready to retire. I have enough money and assets. I'm just going to sell this. I'm going to play golf 7 days a week. Good for you. Come to the decision. Right? Get all the information that you need. Make the decision, and that's it. So now we've come to the decision. Yes, I want to sell. Terrific. Don't do anything. What? Yeah, don't do anything. Put that piece of paper on your reasoning for selling your business in your desk. Operate your business like nothing's going on. Give it at least a week, maybe 2. Right? Go through your daily activity. Realize as you're going through your daily activity, my life will be so much different if I'm not here, right? But go through it, and then in a week or 2 weeks, sit down, quiet room, nobody around you. Have a great beer or a coffee or whatever, iced tea, you do you. But be relaxed, be calm. Don't have any kind of angst towards your business when you're making this decision. Take out that paper, read it over. Oh, these are the reasons I want to sell. Yes, these are good reasons. Let's do it. Let's go, George. We're off to the races. We're going to sell. You've made the decision. Good for you. Don't go back on it. Realize no matter what, from this point on, I've made the decision that I'm going to sell my business. Great. That's awesome. Don't go backwards, only go forwards, right? No matter how difficult this process, because it's going to get difficult, is I'm going to sell my business. That is the number one reason that I sold my businesses. I came to the oh bejesus moment that yes, no matter what, I have to sell these things, okay? In your instance, you don't have to sell them, but you want to sell it. That is the determination. Now that we've got that through, we're done. We've decided, we've written it down, we have our goal, we know what, when, where. Now we have to decide on when are we going to sell our business. This is different. If I'm going to sell my business is a personal decision. It's a very internal decision. It is an emotional decision. Right? You've gone past that. We've said yes. Now, when is a strategic decision, okay? Now we have to determine that, yeah, I'm going to sell. When am I going to do it? Here's the thing. Most people did the first part and say, yeah, I got to get out. I'm going to. Those people are probably a little manic. Their business is not doing well. It's doing actually poopy. Their business might be doing poopy. They made the decision to sell because they have to get out. This is not for those people. I'm going to make another video. It'll up here, and down in the description that you'll be able to click on that will tell you how to get out of a failing business fast. Okay? That is a whole nother video. You are not going to make the most profit. You are not going to make life-changing money. You are not going to retire on that. It's a whole nother video, right? So you can keep watching this, but if you're that guy or gal and you got to get out of your business, watch that video, not this one. Okay, for those of you that are still here, we have successful businesses. We have profitable businesses. It might be a pain in the ass, but it's a good business. You're the people that I want to talk to because now is the decision of when to sell your business. Are you at the top of your game, George? Are you? Awesome. Now is the time to sell. Don't be the guy that wants to sell at the bottom. You'll make no money. You're at the top of your game in your industry or in your field or in your business. Awesome. Let's go get our money because now is the best time. You have the leverage. There are many people that want to buy profitable businesses. They don't want to buy jobs. You need to understand that. They don't want to buy jobs. Your business better be running itself. You've better gone through the steps of selling your business. By the way, I have a video on the steps of selling your business. Again, linked it up. It's around. The steps are not about this video. They're in a different video, but you better be at the top of your game. You better be. And if you're not, you better prepare your business to be. Because if you want to get out, you want to have the most profit, you have to have the steps of selling your business. You have to put your business in the best light for the buyer to see. So now we have come to the determination that we are a good business. We're a profitable business. We definitely decided to sell. When? Well, here's the thing. Do you have some issues going on? Are you about to lose a key employee? Don't sell your business, Bob, when you're about to lose a key employee. Wait, hold on, right? Let's say it's George you're about to lose. George wants to go fly off into the wilderness and do his own thing. Great. Sucks for us. Good for George. Let's give George a thumbs up. He's doing him, right? We have to do us. Don't sell your business if you're about to lose your George. Go find a new George. Yes, I know it sucks. Yes, I know it's hard. Yes, finding great people sucks. I know it. Don't sell your business without that guy because the buyer is going to come in and say, okay, so who's your key employees? Randy over there is the key employee. And nothing against Randy, but Randy's over there in the corner like, yeah, I'm the key guy. We know Randy's not the key guy. We know he's not the key guy. We can see Randy is not the key guy. We can feel that. We're smart. We're business buyers. We want to buy assets that are going to make us money. We don't want to buy jobs. And if I have to get in because Randy doesn't know what to do, I'm not going to buy your business. So go replace George. Give it a little time. Get a key person in there, right? Then go and sell your business. Then go and list it, okay? So that's one scenario. Okay, does your business have seasonal moments? Is there certain times of the year that your business spikes, your revenue spikes? You have people everywhere because it's so manic, you're so busy, right? Do you have times that you really are sitting dormant, you're not doing any work? Don't list your business around that time. right? List your business right before your busy season. So this is gonna take time. People are gonna come, they're gonna kick tires, they're gonna look at your financials. By the time you start getting busy, they'll probably wanna, can I go and see your factory? Can I come and see your store? Can I come and see your storefront? Can I come and talk to your employees, right? You want them to walk in when the poop is hitting the fan. You want them to see you so busy that they are awed. Right? When somebody comes, just like let's talk about our ice cream store. If we sold our ice cream store in the winter, we had it up for sale in the winter, but by the time we got to an actual proposed customer, it was the summer. We had lines down the road. The customer, they're going to come and visit the store to like, oh my God, we're going to be bazillionaires. They see the lines, they get excited. Sure, they can look over your financials. Sure, they can look over your profit and loss statement. But when they have the emotion of walking into your store or walking into your factory, when those factory lines are going a mile a minute and the UPS trucks are getting loaded and people are flying all over the place, people's emotions are be like, wow, this is going to be a great business to have. That's when you want to list it, Sally. That's when you want to list it. When things are going crazy. Listen, I get it. Sometimes, things don't line up. You want people to see it at that point, and you list it at a time that it's doing that, and it goes into a time that you're not. It is what it is. But try to be as strategic as you can. If you know you're going to list your business, and it is now January, and you're busiest in July, list it February or March, because the first 30 to 120 days you're going to get the most action. Right? It just hit the MLS. It just hit Zillow. It just hit ZoomNet or ZipNet or LoopNet. Right? As soon as an ad goes up, that's when it gets the most business, the most attraction. So people are going to come in that time. So plan for that, okay? Are you about to sign a huge contract? Are you about to lose a huge contract? Listen, if you're about to lose a huge contract and you want to make the most money possible selling your business, listen, you gotta suck it up. Brian, you got to suck it up, right? You lose the contract, go and get another one, or go and get a couple of small ones to replace that revenue. So you don't want to list it during that. Are you about to sign a new customer? Wait till you sign that huge contract. Then you can say, and then again, people come in, look at your financials. Look, our financials are great, but we just signed a great client, right? A client ABC. They're going to be putting 10% of more revenue on the books. That's what's projected. Those are the things people want to see. They don't want you to explain, oh, well, our revenues were 1.2 million last year, and we kind of lost a client that was 400,000 of those. Yeah. That becomes a fire sale business. That does not become an optimal time to sell. So take 6 months, get your salespeople out there or get back out there and build the business back up. Listen, selling your business is one of the biggest things you're going to have to do. So if you have to increase business again to get your business sold for the most money, okay. That's what you have to do. You always have in the back of your mind, yes, I'm going to sell. But to get the most out of it, it has to be attractive. People are going to buy an asset that makes them money, cash flow. They're not going to buy a job. They're not going to buy a failing business. Or they will, but they're not going to pay top dollar. And we want to get top dollar. Do you need to make a huge capital expenditure in the next year or two to stay competitive? Okay, well, let's plan that. Sell your business before you have to make that expenditure. You don't know who you're going to sell to. You might sell to your competition, and your competition wants to go in a whole different direction, and they don't want to buy that expenditure. Don't bring it up, but in your head, if you're saying to yourself, if I'm going to stay in this business for the next 5 years, I'm going to have to make $100,000, $1 million, a $10 million expenditure on XYZ, and you want to sell out before then, there's nothing wrong with that. But put the plan together now. Figure it out now. Be a year or 2 years away from that big expenditure. There's no reason you have to bring that up to your buyer, right? But you want to get out. You don't want to have to spend that money and then not reap the reward of it. That makes no sense. So that's why I'm even having these conversations. Be strategic of when you want to sell your business. Be strategic of selling at the top. Be strategic of selling when your revenue is at peak times, right? This is all about strategy. We've gotten the emotion out of it. We've decided that we want to do it. Now it's all about strategy, being strategic on when to optimize, when to sell it for the most money. That's the job that we are looking at right now. Okay, so let's recap. right? We have taken the emotion out of it. We've decided, yes, I'm going to sell this business. You've got your list. You have your affirmations of why. So when you start getting a little wishy-washy, you can go back. Yes, these are the reasons that I want to sell the business. You've got to get the emotional part out, okay? You've done that. The emotional part is out. Now you've decided, okay, I know that we are busiest between June 1st and September 1st. That's when I want the most traffic coming through my place to look at my business for sale. List it 2-3 months prior to that, right? So by the time you're into the due diligence and by the time they're looking over your books and questioning you and having all that stuff, when they want to have a road trip out to your place is humming. It is exciting. They can't wait to buy it. They are so excited that they can't wait to get to the signing table. That's when you sell it, okay? So I hope you got a lot out of this one. Again, I'm going to link up down below the videos that I suggested, and go and sell it for a boatload. We'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, I sold my business for a boatload. That's right. Listen, and you will too.